All right, Aragon to the USD pair update. I've already drawn out the patterns here. That is more than obvious. There may be a bit of a fractal. However, the fractal nature of this is not as close as it should be, but you could still be taken as so. Regardless, I think more importantly, once you identify the patterns, you want to then start putting in the Elliott waves. I'll start it for here right now. Five waves can be identified. So after five waves, there's obviously a correction. Now, this kind of a spike I would ignore for right now. It's a bit of an anomaly, but there is a count that can incorporate it. But for simplicity, I'm going to ignore it and count the waves that are within this for now. The five-wave retracement can be measured as more on the side of ABCDE. So we have an A, B, C, D, and E. So we're at a point where, okay, I'm seeing the completion of the ABCDE subwaves of this downward pointing symmetrical triangle or wedge. And I'm labeling it as an ABCDE. Now, this one as well can be labeled as an A, B, C, D, and E. It's kind of funny how this has a bit of an anomaly going downwards and this one has an anomaly going upwards. It's kind of like a mirror image fractal. So if we take this as a guide of an ABCDE, after the E was done, there was a sizable breakout. So if this is the E and the ABCDE, the subwaves are complete, then what we can look forward to would be a breakout. And I believe a breakout would be ideal if we took a pathway, for example, as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. However, we know that there is also a very good chance for an altcoin to do additional sideways action. If this was the E now, this could break out, fizzle out, and more just go more sideways, and maybe even continue putting in a lower low. Absolutely. That is in the cards. But given that this correction has been happening since January, January. So for 3 months, even if the breakout does fizzle out up here and comes back down again, there could be a sizable breakout from a percentage perspective. Something to keep an eye on. So what would be an alternate count? It would be more on the complex side, calling for W, X, Y, X, A, B, C, and the Z could be down here. And the final wave, just to save time, I'm just going to do the subwave of the Z. Subwave of the final Z could look like, remember, W, X, Y, X, Z each has an ABC subwave. So this could be A, B, and C. One more smaller lower low. But I think much of this, whether it goes this way or the Z could be is an ABC, much of it depends on the direction of Bitcoin. If Bitcoin continues to go downwards, it'll pull everything down with it. Remember, I've often and consistently said that Bitcoin is like the moon that moves the tides in the cryptosphere ocean, and every altcoin swims in that ocean. So that means the temperament of Bitcoin, the direction of Bitcoin will have quite a bit of call on as to how the smaller altcoins will behave. It's also been called in my blog as the all the same market. All right, so let's see if we can get a breakout, or this might require one more lower low for the Z. Have a good night.